Just making a quick video. We surpassed our 3,000 mile mark today. Actually, we're hitting about 3,000 miles pretty quick. 2,997 miles, I think. We're in the panhandle of Oklahoma, just past Boise City, and on our way to Black Mesa Park. There's an alignment, a planetary alignment, and this is supposed to be a pretty good place to see it. It's the highest place in Oklahoma.
It's a dark sky campsite.
Dark sky campsite?
Yep.
Yeah. You guys check that out. Look up what dark sky means. I had to do it myself, and it's pretty interesting. I've towed before, and I've towed boats and campers and smaller things locally, a couple hundred miles here and there in my life, but I've never towed cross country, even with a smaller camper like we have. It's like 4,000 pound dry weight camper. It's been interesting. I learned a lot of tricks. Number one, the most important thing is buy a good hitch. Don't just get some drop hitch, or just get a weight distribution hitch. Get a sway bar. Spend the money. Especially a sway bar. What did we pay for that, baby? Like 30 bucks?
The sway bar was 30.
Yeah, 30 bucks at Harbor Freight. It took me an hour to put in, drill some holes, throw some bolts, and that has made the biggest difference of anything, hands down. Hands down.
And don't always believe the GPS.
Yeah, don't believe a GPS. I think most people know that by now anyway. If you see a sign on the side of the road that's metal, follow that. Don't listen to a GPS because, well, GPSs, as we all know, are not always accurate. No. We've been having that marital dispute for a few years, baby. But, yeah, the biggest thing is spend the money, get an anti-sway bar for your hitch. Especially on like a lot of these interstates in Oklahoma and stuff like that, in Missouri. Semis pass you, it's windy. The other day we were traveling and it was like 30-mile-an-hour winds. My wife works Monday through Friday, so we only can travel usually on the weekends. You know, it's not like we're retired and we can just go where we want, when we want. So we have to really put forth some planning sometimes. And some of that planning has to do with weather. We're from Upper Michigan, near Lake Superior. We're used to snow and ice 3/4 of the year, honestly.
We just didn't expect to see it by New Mexico.
Didn't expect to see it by New Mexico, Oklahoma, and the winds especially. If it wasn't for that sway bar, I don't think we would have been half this far already. The winds coming, I mean, we're getting that trailer sway. That's scary. People new to towing, new to traveling. Look up trailer sway. Don't just put a trailer. Just because your vehicle will pull a camper doesn't mean you should, because you have to stop, and you know it articulates in the middle. There's a lot of great YouTube videos and all that. Spend the 30 bucks, get the anti-sway bar, get the proper hitch, couple $100. Makes a world of difference. Life's easy. When we first started out, it took us about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, to load up in the morning, get everything ready, get everything going.
Pack everything away.
Pack everything away. Make sure stuff doesn't get smashed inside the camper while you're towing. The stuff you have to learn by experience. There's not enough YouTube videos or books you can read. You need experience. You have to figure out what works for you. Everyone's different. But now I can load up, get everything ready within 20 minutes. I can have the camper up from leveled, and I can have everything unhooked, packed, and hooked to the back of the truck in 20 minutes maybe. And that's not even rushing. That's just... So it gets easier with time. This is technically... We left November 6th, Upper Michigan. And it's middle of the end of January right now, 2025. January 19th. So yeah, it's... and they've been taking our time. We go a week or two, find a place, spend a week or two, drive another day or so, we find a place, we just stay we want. If you're disabled or you're up there in years, I highly suggest getting an access pass
for national parks.
For the national parks. Man, it's free. We had to do a little driving to a national park station that actually had it. But I'm a double amputee, obviously, and I mean, I think it costs us like 10 bucks a night to stay. There's no day passes, there's no nothing. Electricity, water, everything, like 9-10 bucks a night. You can't beat that.
We also found that in Oklahoma, you get a 25% discount if you're disabled.
Yep.
But in New Mexico, you don't.
Yeah, New Mexico you don't. I did read New Mexico though. What did you say? $600 about
For an access pass?
for an access pass
For state parks.
for state parks. Yeah, but then we looked more into that. I mean, that sounds like a good deal. $600 and you can camp all
For a
year
year,
round.
yeah.
Yeah, for a year. But that's not the case. I thought it was kind of good to be true, but
So what he found when he was looking into it was that the utilities are not included. You still have to pay your water and sewer hookups. I'm sorry, water and electric, and that's still $20 a night.
so yeah, you still got to pay. I mean, it's a good deal if a person's really going to use it a lot. But we don't know how long we're going to be in New Mexico, so is it worth the $600? I don't know. I don't think so. Other than that, I don't know. Everything's been going pretty good. Just take it slow. You know, I'm in my 40s. I'm a man. I've been driving a lot my whole life, and I still had to learn a lot of things. Probably there isn't a time where I'm not nervous at least 3 or 4 times on a haul from one campsite to the other or whatever. There's times I get nervous and scared. Anyone that tells you they don't get nervous or scared towing, I believe is a liar. From a semi-driver to an amateur, everyone gets nervous. Yeah, then we discovered tumbleweeds. I thought something ran across the road a few times. Many tumbleweeds in Lake Superior in Michigan. Yeah, it's beautiful. Just learning as we go. Just taking it slow. You know, a lot of times I go 45, 50 miles an hour. The speed limit's 65. I don't care. There's passing lanes. You don't like me going slow, pass. It's really that simple. I try not to get anxiety from people behind me and stuff like that. So just take our time and we go. We mind our own business. We obey the laws and on the road and off the road and take our time. So we drive slow. And that's just the way it is. Make good time. Have a good time. Doesn't mean you're going to have to make a good time. But just drive slow, take it easy, and that's towing, man. You know, it's a lot to learn. I'll finish on this note. I highly recommend, and I don't get paid by no means. I'm not sponsored by anybody. A little YouTube channel like this. But I do recommend highly Escapees RV service, the mail service. Absolutely. It's, you know, $50 a year to be a member. You know, there's some fees and stuff. You know, you guys have to look at yourselves online. But if you're going to be RVing across country or this or that, Escapees is awesome.
They'll scan your mail for you.
Scan your mail.
Send you a copy of the scan, and you can let them know if you want them to send it on to you at a general delivery box or not.
Get a general delivery. I think we were in Afton, Oklahoma for a while, and I had some pretty important mail from lawyers and different stuff like that. And just make sure it was cool with the post office box or the post office in Afton. Got general delivery from Escapees. Took 2 days. It was literally that simple. A couple buttons on my phone and I had my mail. It's not bad. It's a great service. We've been using it for about 4 months now. Maybe 5. No, not even 4 months. And no problems. I mean, it's not really that much more than a post office box, really. And it's a personal mailbox. It's great. I love them. Thank you, Escapees. You guys are great. And so that's about it. We made it our 3,000 mile update. It took us a few months, but we have been in no hurry.
Now it's time to argue about the GPS again.
Yeah, I gotta go argue with my wife about the GPS. There's arguments about directions to be had in here. So now I'm gonna be proved wrong, and I don't want anyone to see that, so I'm gonna let you go. Peace out. Much love. Travel lots, man. Look around. Life's short. Don't wait for tomorrow because it might not be there for you. Do stuff today.